but I'm called Steven Anderson again. It is gonna change a bit later. How are you guys doing? Okay, let's get started. How's the music, guys? Is it too loud? Or should I bring it up? Can you hear it at all? Hello, my name is Cyrex. Hi, my name is Layla. Not Steven, if that's what the stream is still called. Okay. I really wanted to round off her eyes last stream, but there were some internet issues last time with my Wi-Fi. So I ran through an Ethernet cable, so it should be better this time. Shouldn't interrupt the stream. How's everyone doing? Are you guys sculpting something with me? Or are you just watching? Hello, finishing my ArtStation challenge today. Oh. Man, I couldn't finish it this year. Just got too busy with work and with ZBrush. Opportunity coming in, just couldn't. If I have some time in the end, I can show what concept I've chosen and how much I've progressed, which isn't much. It's got like the base mesh done, and then I abandoned it. Yeah, for now I'm trying to make her eyes look more spherical, just like on the concept. It's hard, yeah. And that's what the challenge is all about. It's about pushing yourself. I feel like I'm still gonna finish the concept outside of the challenge timeframes. Because it's just a really cool theme that I like. And the concept is really cool. Hello, hi. Oh, thank you. Still the beginning stages, still the block out. But it's gonna get there. I feel like the key with characters like these, when you really want to hit the concept, is staying like very low poly, well, as low poly as you can be, with like all of your primitive shapes, because it's so much easier to manipulate them, rather than if I had like 7 levels of subdivision, then I try to tweak it on like the high level, or even worse, I'd have like Dynamesh on it right now, like very high-res Dynamesh, and try to tweak it as well. It would give me all sorts of like artifacts and bumps and whatnot. Hello, hi. Hey guys. feel like it's better. Still not there yet. That's how we started. That's how it is. So it's a bit more rounded off. Will this live be available on the channel later on? Yeah, of course. It'll be saved later. I really need to rewatch it from the start. You can always rewind if you want. Hello. Hello, everyone. How can I get black background when after rendering the model as an image? Thank you. Okay. Give me a second. How can I get a black background after rendering the model as an image? Is it, you mean in ZBrush? So you've got render passes here. And I feel like if I were to render it now, it would give me all the passes like compositing layer, shaded, depth, shadow, mask. Composited layer should come without any background, so like a PNG with transparency by default. Is that what you're looking for? Otherwise, you can add the black background in Photoshop or in Document. Document? Yeah. And just switch this color to anything. It will be black. But I prefer. Yeah, I lost it. I prefer to have it as gray color. Yeah, you can change the background in ZBrush if you want. Oh, I see, thank you. You're welcome. Where are you guys all from? What's your time now? Me currently it's 6 a.m. Hoping right before I go to work. Well, normal people are pretty much asleep at this time. Oh, Morocco here. Glad to see another stream on this one. It was a shame the last one kept cutting out. Yeah, it was a big shame. I couldn't figure out what was happening. Must have been something with my Wi-Fi being very unstable. So I'm using the Ethernet cable right now. And I checked the upload and download speeds yesterday and it seemed to be working so much better. Hopefully it won't cut off. It's 6:20 p.m. Well, we're the opposite sides of the world. Yeah. 1:20. Cool. Hey, how's it going? Everyone's looking. Thank you. 1:20 a.m. That's a bit late. Let's push some of our nostrils a bit out and also make them smaller. Looks a bit like the scary doll in the sunlight. Yeah, especially with the open mouth. I will get there. Didn't spend much time on it, so for now it does look like it. I guess it's the color doing that and the open eyes and mouth, yeah. How are you doing the merge separate the parts of the mesh when you're all done? How are you going to merge? Just gonna merge them. Push down. I'm gonna keep the levels, so I'll probably delete all the levels if there are any on the mesh. And then I'll do remesh by union. So you go to your transpose, BTR on your keyboard, and then remesh by union. Make sure to turn off symmetry, and then we'll stitch all the parts together, which will not lose any detail. That's what Dynamesh would do, and it would try to like combine all of the super close corners. Whereas remesh by union will just keep the shape, combine everything at like intersections, and then you can Z-remesh it. Now it looks like those stop animation models where they have a bunch of sub-facial expressions ready, yeah. Like the ones from Leica Studios. That's the only stop animation company that I really follow. I grew up watching their movies and being obsessed with them, like Coraline. What else? Drunken Vinny. Was Corpse Bride Laika Studios? Yeah. Zero Mesh by Union doesn't rearrange the entire mesh like Zero Mesher? No, it doesn't. It doesn't give you clean topology either. I can show you what it does. So pay attention to like this area. So we'll keep the topology, what I notice, yeah, but it will stitch all the parts together. For now it's a bit too early, but we'll do it later. This is a very interesting workflow. Yeah, I find it to be very straightforward. I find sculpting everything from one sphere and like pulling everything out from one sphere, not adding any other subtools, to be so confusing. But like have so much respect for people who can do that. Just not my cup of tea. Oh wow, that's interesting. Yeah. My neck is a bit too far out. I just got back to 3D and ZBrush in general. Had to spend a day in Blender creating a simple base mesh to take to ZBrush. If only I watched this 2 days ago. You can do that as well, why not? But ZBrush is fully capable of creating a base mesh as well. Guess it comes down to what you're comfortable with, really. Hi, since when you do that? Reading in general, it started a long time ago, when I was 15-ish. Yeah. since 15, so 7 years. And I've been learning and using ZBrush for the past 5 years. Gonna be 5 in December, I think. Okay, let's compare. I retouple in ZBrush and then clean it up in Blender. Cool, that works. Is this a full-time job? Working for ZBrush? No, I'm a volunteer, but 3D is my full-time job. This is an adorable sculpt, thank you. It's not as adorable as I wish it would be right now, but it will get there. Well, I gotta go work on my Chihiro. It was lovely watching you stream. I will make sure to watch the stream later. Nice talking to you. Thank you. Thank you. Good luck working on Chihiro. I'd like to see that. Bye. Okay, let's keep going. Let's adjust her ear a bit, and then I think I'm gonna combine it all together, even though it's a bit early because there's no body, but I can always combine it again later. Just want to get rid of those harsh lines in the corners of the mouth and start like shaping the mouth and sculpting the teeth, so she looks less like a creepy doll, more like Mabel. Some people asked me to use some Ziri modeler on the previous stream, so I think I'm gonna use some of that. Oh, I see. You get the Foley Mesh. Is this one? Is it Game Breaker? Foley Mesh. Foley Mesh. What's a Foley Mesh? You mean like Foley brushes? Nope, not a Game Breaker. I got them a while ago because I've been watching Polygon for a while. They're nice. Sometimes they work for certain situations. Sometimes I use just the default brushes. So no, not a game breaker for sure. Love from Pakistan, doing a great work. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm kind of tilt the ear. Oh, what happened there? Must have been working without the back-faced mask on. Okay, let's fill it out. If you ever get this issue, it must be that you worked without the back-face mask on. You can find it under brush, auto masking, back-face mask. If you turn it on, it will not sculpt on the other side. If I were to turn it off, it will affect the other side as well. Poly mesh cut. I saw him use it in his videos. It's kind of good to make the good fishbone. Oh, right. It's called Poly mesh cut. Mesh? No, mech cut, sorry. Yeah, I have. But I think it's not exclusive to Polygon. It's just a very popular brush altogether for creating stylized shapes. Might have tweaked it a little, yeah. I think it's just called... It's called... it's called MAH cut mech brush, and I think it's free if you were to Google it. Fishbone, hope you know what I mean to know the correct word. Fishbone. Not sure if I understand it correctly. Mabel, nice. What the Polymic brush do seems sharpen the edge, yeah. So it's really nice for sharp edges like these. Oh no. Smooth it out. It's okay. Got carried away. Yeah, it's good for if I were to sharpen this edge, which I don't want to, but I'll show. So it creates like this really nice sharp edge, but it does squish all the polygons together, so it's kind of pinching it. Making the ear, why I don't import the ear basic mesh form, then subdivide it, because I'm trying to practice my sculpting skills, especially on ears and hands, parts that I don't like sculpting. Well, actually, I don't mind ears so much as hands. But I know very few people who like drawing hands, let alone sculpting them. It's just so complex. By the way, Mabel in the TV show, she only has 4 fingers. So I think I'm gonna keep it as that. You had the ears made at the start. At the start of this stream, yeah, but it was from the previous stream. So we sculpted them from a cylinder. on a previous stream. I do it for practice. You should too. Or you can model them if you like. Okay. Try it again. Okay, let's combine it all. Merge down. I'm gonna do group by normals on this one, then mirror and weld, so we have identical groups on either side. Let's turn on double. I'll subdivide it once, delete hidden, delete lower, and then merge down. Oh. Subdivide this one. Merge down. Okay. Let's push this one up. And we can actually see her neck and her mouth, which we'll fix right now. 37 minutes and nothing more, it's to slow perfection. Yeah, that's what 3D is all about. Okay. I just don't like to jump straight into, like, scatter my attention too much by like sculpting everything and then abandoning some parts and not working on them and calling them done. I'd rather get one part of the body to an okay stage where I'm happy with it, and then move on to the next. Just the way I like to work with it, with ZBrush. Did you block in the face with 3 different shapes to build the mouth back and separate the lips? That's a cool technique. No, but you can watch my previous stream on ZBrush channel. It was close to that. Mouth back was sculpted inside of the head geometry. So I split the face in half by this line. And then I separated the 2, closed holes on both of them. And then when you isolate the bottom jaw, you like sculpt in the cavity like the mouth bag. And then you do the same on the top. And then you combine the 2 and you get the mouth bag. There are so many different ways you can do it. Okay. Let's do this. Double, auto groups. Let's clean it up a bit. And let's take a zero mesher guide. We'll do something like this. Very cool, thanks. No worries. Like this. Let's keep groups. So it should be fine. This might be a problem. I didn't fix it. It's okay. Not too great. Some issues here. Okay. Let's go in with some Sculptris Pro. Move out these areas. Increase it to like 10k. And zero mesh it again. Vote from Armenia. Hi. Hello. It's not ideal, but it will do for now. Duplicate it and roll back to where I didn't zero mesh it. Now hide everything by holding down Ctrl Shift and then clicking on the eye icon. Will hide everything. Now unhide these two. Oops. Subdivided 2 times maybe? Oh, what's this? There's a hole. Quickly fix it with Z-Remodeler. Oh, nice one. See how much we lost. I feel like we lost a lot. Yeah. Should have saved prior. Oh well, let me check the quick save again. X8, nope. All good. That happens. It's unfortunate. But not to bore you guys, I'll just resculpt it off screen because it hasn't been much change, just around the mouth area and some zero mesh stuff. So we might work some on the sweater and the hair. This happens often, not too often to go crazy. Okay. Yeah, so save. Save often. Don't be me. Gonna append a ring. Scale it down. I'll hold down Ctrl and click on the middle, which will kind of like inflate it. And taper it. That's a bit weird. This quick save should have worked. That's okay. Let's give it maybe a few subdivides, and then in the transform, I'll activate the radial symmetry. Let's bring back the concept. Whoops. Well, at least you have the recording of the changes you made. Yeah, exactly. I'll just copy it. I feel like 8 is a bit too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it is okay. Oh, I know what's happening. Make sure, well, if something like this happens when you're drawing and nothing is happening to the mesh, it's most likely the spotlight projection. When you turn it off, voila. Now it works. Kind of what we want, but maybe upside down? No. I saw it when I walked, boy. Hi, Layla. Hello. Okay, let's make a bit more room in the middle. Wait, how did you do the buffs so quickly? It was with the curve pinch brush. You throw it down. Yes. Yeah, it creates a really nice, sharp indentation in the mesh. It's kind of nice for when you're just blocking out the face and you're trying to light down the mouth line, or like the upper lip line, or anything like this, or this. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, with radial on. Oh, thank you. Yep. Radial is on. Brush sculpt how now take away the symmetry. No, a bit too early for the taking away the symmetry. On the Chamber Go sculpt to take away the yeah. Soon? Not yet. I could start to do it now. I mean, the topology is not great right now, and I'd rather add the sleeves in first. Let's save. Based on gravity. Prefer on characters like these with stylist folds and clothing. I prefer to sculpt it by hand as opposed to using dynamic settings in ZBrush. They're nice, but not for this. Neck jumper, fall back, neck hang down. Yeah. I'll do that. At some point. Saying that how think take away the symmetry. Sorry, I'm not quite getting what you mean. How to take away the symmetry? Just by pressing X, it will kill it. X will bring it back up. You can change the settings here as well. Okay, let's move on. By sculpting and not using the six-sided brush. Yeah, the six-sided brush done the most of the work with sculpting the jumper area, take away the symmetry. Yeah, I'll take away the symmetry when I'm happy with the base shape of the jumper, which I'm not right now. So we'll come back to it. Okay. Let's turn off the hair for now. Hi again. Hi. Taking a look at my other screen with all the Mabel references. She has really wide sleeves at the bottom. Oh. Let's split it. And then do taper. Hello, beautiful sculpts, thank you. You will use for paint the Dress Morph UV? And no. I won't. Dress Morph, is it the one from Spotlight? Do you mean if I'll reproject the what do you call it? The shooting star? Double. Yeah, that should do it. Let's zero mesh it. Sorry, I didn't quite get your question. There's a way to create garments with Spotlight that came with, like, I think a version back with ZBrush. I'm not gonna do that, but I'll use Spotlight to project this. That's an alpha that I found online. And I'll just project it onto her sweater when I'm happy with the topology. Oh, 21. Poetry, zero measure. Let's bring it down to something like 2. Maybe even lower. Yeah. Then let's add support loop at the bottom. And let's add some thickness. It's starting to look like a sweater. Let's give it a few subdivisions. Turn up dynamic so it doesn't slow us down. Okay. So now I'm trying to think of how the cloth would actually fold with like a big jumper that she's wearing. But also not making it too realistic. Okay, I'm not liking this one. Oh, I really like this track. Kind of reminds me of, what do you call it? Your Name anime? Makoto Shinkai. If there are any of you anime fans out there. Layla's Mabel, I see it now, your secret is out. Yep, just sculpting myself. Настоящие звезды видны только в темноте. Okay, that's deep. Maybe something like this for now. Okay. Let's check her back. I was washing dishes while I saw you messing with the junction on the jaw and cheeks. I found using H-polish on the junction of the two polygroups helps blend it super well. H-polish. Yeah, I'll use it. Thank you. I'll try it. Ended up getting X-Pen. Hope it's okay for a beginner. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's not about the tool. Not really. It's about the artist. About your skills. X-Pen is fine. Just like Wacom and Huion are. I don't know if I like this. Bit too detailed. Parlez français? Nope. I speak English, Russian, and a bit of Moldovan. Because that's my home country. I think I'll quit messing around with it. Just like this. Had a mouse before. Oh, no. Don't sculpt with a mouse. Ah, that's just torture. Do you speak Russian? You don't believe me. Да, я говорю по-русски. I picked up an X-Pen tablet for travel. It works great. Trigger warning. Why trigger warning? I haven't tried X-Pen myself. I haven't tried it. I've tried Huion. Well, that's what I'm using right now, and I've tried Wacom. And both worked well for me. Which city from Moldova are you from? I'm from Chisinau. Awesome, good to know, thanks. Yep, I speak Russian and a bit of Moldovan. Well, to be fair, I've been living in New Zealand for the past 5 years and I almost forgot all of the Moldovan. Okay, let's try again. I want to make it a bit brighter as it is in the concept. Let's just, saturation. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Still very pixelated. Well, I guess we'll have to fix that manually. How's New Zealand? New Zealand is great. Summer is coming up. Getting warmer. By the way, if you didn't know, yes, we have summer during European winter, and vice versa. Well, Northern Hemisphere winter is our summer. Almost got Huion because of you. I didn't advocate for it, really. I was choosing between XP-Pen and Huion. Just decided to settle on the Huion. That's it. Not disappointed. Hi, will you be making the texture of the knitted sweater? Yes, but not on stream. I like to do that out of camera. It might not even be a sweater. Might be like cotton or something else. Because I'm afraid otherwise the pattern of the star will get lost. Oh. You live in New Zealand at Weta? No, I don't work at Weta. I have a lot of friends that work at Weta. But I'm more interested in stylized characters, and stylized characters for animation specifically. Weta does mostly movie stuff, like for visual effects, some more realism, which I'm not currently really interested in. Is this the NBC The More You Know girl? What's NBC? Like the news portal? Sorry. Glad summer is leaving. How lovely. Maybe I should go there after winter ends here. Yeah, you can come. One messy star. Quick morph UV. Yeah, I know. But I don't mind painting it on because the still distorts it. So I don't think it will be 100% match of what I draw on the morphed UV to what I'm painting on right now. To be honest, I don't mind either. Should have used an alpha. Oof. I think I'm just gonna get a star alpha. I had it somewhere on my computer. Did you visit the Shire? No. Not a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I like it. Not a huge fan. But it's a beautiful place, from what I've seen, from what I've heard. A lot of people go there as #1 tourist destination. It's quite popular. It's a bit of a drive from where I'm currently residing. Let's adjust the star in alpha. Let's erase this horrible star. National Broadcasting Company, NBC, some promo campaign they did, people make memes of it. Alright, I'm not on Reddit to know the memes. Not aware of that one. This is happening too. So you can see the alpha is kind of faded. It has to do with the focal shift. Yeah, it's more like it. Something like this. Did you learn all by yourself or from school? I learned the basics from a 3D school here in New Zealand, like an animation college. But mostly it's been just watching streams on ZBrush channel and other channels as well, and learning from them all the tricks, how to make appealing characters too. Reading some books helps. But yeah, a bit of both. You can take us one day, sure. Oh, really now? Well, if you're a casual drinker, perhaps use that stop by the Green Dragon and have yourself a pint. I'm not a drinker. That's the thing. I don't drink. At all. I quit. Field trip. What kind of music do you usually listen to? Just chill music. I'm a bit of a weirdo. I just save to Spotify whatever I like or hear anywhere. Like when I'm out, like in a shopping mall or just really anywhere, I just Shazam it, the app, and I save it to my Spotify. I like country music. That's a big one. Which is a very interesting choice. I know. Not a lot of people like it. I like jazz. What's your day job? Can you please describe your day to day? Yep, sure. I work for a 3D animation studio, so I'll just say stuff that I can say. It doesn't tie me to any NDA. So I work for a TV ad commercial studio. We do some shorts sometimes. We closely worked on collaboration with Disney and Pixar in the past. Did some Christmas advertisement for Disney and Make-A-Wish campaign. So my work varies from modeling props to characters to texturing to grooming sometimes, shading. No rigging, no animation. Just the look dev part of the production. So that's kind of what I do on a day-to-day basis. There are ZBrush books? Yeah, they are. But I was mostly talking about like books on character appeal or color theory or lighting theory, how to do like basics of composition and what makes an image appealing. ZBrush is more of a tool that is like crucial to know to make art happen, but also you need to have a nice base of understanding of what works and what doesn't in terms of anatomy. So I also meant anatomy books help, color theory, lighting. There are some really good books on 3D Total, if you've heard of that one. Yeah, but there are ZBrush books, like actual manuals. You can Google it. Do you use Blender? Here we go. No, I don't use it right now. But that's how I started out in 3D, because it was free. Still is free. Which is really nice. Gives you a nice understanding of what 3D actually is. When I was starting out in 2014, 15, it was nothing like what it is right now. It was quite limited. Well, not limited, but it wasn't as versatile as it is right now. That's how I would put it. Looks awesome, thank you. Maya the best, thanks. Maya is great, sure. So is ZBrush. So is so many other software. Really pick and choose, but we're working in ZBrush right now. So let's talk about ZBrush. And if you have any questions about the UI or technical things, just drop them in the chat. Thanks. Do you still retopo your model for UV, or are you always using the low subdivision of your model? 90% of the time I would UV and retopo it, either in Maya or I would use the ZRef plugin. Save it. Yeah. ZRef allows you to transfer topology from one animation ready mesh to a new sculpt that you made, which is really neat. But it doesn't come with ZBrush, nor am I anyhow affiliated with them, so you can just Google and see for yourself whether it's for you or not. Ram Layla. ZBrush is my wife. Yeah, I mean, great. How long did it take you to learn ZBrush to be as good as now? I'm not great, but I know my stuff. It took me roughly, yeah, it's gonna be 5 years in December. But I didn't learn it intensely the first year. I just learned the basics, and then the next 4 years I was like using it every single day. Well, except for weekends probably. ZBrush and Cinema 4D so good. Yeah. Great products. Great tools. Okay, so we've got like roughly half an hour, maybe 40 minutes left. I think I'll just quickly try to fix the eyes like I did in the beginning of the stream before ZBrush crashed. And then if we have time, I'll zero mesh it and we'll do some really quick poly paint on her face so she's not white. Когда родился, у меня сразу же кисть появился. Great. Hello Layla, welcome to the Maxon family. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Do you know Anna Carolina? Not personally. You mean like Brazilian singer songwriter? No. I don't know her personally, but I've also never heard her music either. I'll check it out though. When doing ZWrap, you always use one kind of base mesh for all types of characters you're doing? No, it will depend. If it's a stylized character that doesn't need much intricate topology on the face, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't use the same mesh. If it's more of a realistic character, I would use one. And if it's more of a stylized, I would use the other. Do you bother sculpting the body, for it's mostly going to be hidden under the clothes for animation? Yeah, you still model the body. Which I think I'll do just a bit later. I would normally, if it was like a full-on project for a portfolio, I would start out by blocking out the whole body in a T-pose or an A-pose, depending on your preference and rigging style. And then I would sculpt the clothing on top, or I would do it out of Marvelous Designer, again, depending on the workflow. And everything would get a really nice topology and UV pass, and then texturing and yada yada yada. For animation, you still need the geometry to collide with. Some animation studios prefer just to skin the clothing to the rig, to the model, and it will just move with it. And some prefer to actually put it through simulation pipeline, which will simulate the clothing allowing it to fold nicely and like move with the body. So you need the body as a collision object for your clothing to know how to react. So that's why you model the body for animation. Layla, do you know who's Fanya? I don't know Fanya, thank you. I mean, sorry. What is the most important thing in character appeal? Ooh, there are so many. It's not it's a good question. But there isn't one simple answer to it. One most important thing. Character appeal. But if I were to choose just one, I'd say it's the eyes. That's why I wanna focus on them a bit more during the stream. Because eyes are everything. They're so crucial. But other than that, it would be the silhouette, the shape language, of which form your mesh consists of. So how rounded off they are, how sharp they are, how easy it is to read the shape language of the character, I would say. And then the colors, obviously. The color theory, how compatible everything is. You can see like these colors are very compatible. Obviously, Disney Animation Studios did a great job at creating the Mabel character, which went through lots and lots of iterations. I'm sure of it. So she didn't always look like this. And that's just a few things that make up this idea of character appeal. No, Anna Caroline and ZBrush educators. No, sorry. Not personally again. We are in one chat, but I've been streaming for ZBrush for less than 2 weeks. So I haven't had a chance to meet everyone. But I hope I will. I think they meant the 3D artist and Pixel streamer. Yeah, I figured. I just didn't know the name of the artist. I think I've seen her on YouTube. If you're watching it right now, I'm sorry. I thought you were a Brazilian songwriter. Happens. You sound like her, the way you teach resemble Anna Carolina. I'm sorry for butchering your name. Other day I felt it, today someone tell as I felt. Okay. Will you output this with textures to rendering? Maybe not, because it's for ZBrush sculpting only. Still hoping. No, I think I will. I really like to finish my sculpts to some extent. So bringing them over to through like another software to render with like a ray traced rendering engine, not proper, like the rendering style that I'm used to, which is the PBR, ray tracing, physically based rendering. ZBrush is not a rendering software anyway. So some sculpts I'll leave inside of ZBrush and just render them out with some filters and some basic lighting, but it's very rarely. Okay. Very nice, thank you. Thanks for your help and thoughts. You're welcome. Do you know what kind of portrayal it will end up when you start making characters? Can you please elaborate on that? What do you mean by portrayal? Portrayal of yourself? Do you suffer some kind of an anxiety when you begin sculpting from a concept? Like, ask yourself, can you do it? It's so hard, etc., etc. No, not anymore. Maybe I used to with the first few sculpts, but from my experience, you can always make it happen and make it look great. It's only the matter of time and effort you're willing to put into it. I know it's a boring answer, but that's really all there is to it. You just do it for enough hours and you get into this really weird stage when your sculpt looks like, what do you call it? Like a puppet doll? And then you just have to push through. Just push through and it will get better, I promise. It does get better somehow. That's what I just keep repeating myself if I'm stuck on the sculpt. Doing it again. Will you show it also on stream? Like texturing and rendering? No, I can't show it here because it's a ZBrush channel dedicated to ZBrush work. I might do it on my channel if enough people are interested, although it's kind of a slow and repetitive process, like lots of iterations of like retopology, UVing, then texturing, bringing it into your software of choice, testing it, rendering it, not liking it, bringing it back into your texturing software, and it's like, I love it, but some people might not find it very entertaining or interesting. It's the kind of stuff I would do off camera most of the time. Do you have custom brush back for looking like traditional sculpt? I personally don't. Oh, you mean in my UI? In my brushes? I can't think of anything? No. I personally don't have one, but you can look it up. Please link your channel so everyone can see. Sure. There isn't much on there. I just dropped it in the chat. How long have you been sculpting? I've been sculpting for almost 5 years now. What's the brush you use often? Move brush. Move brush, probably even more often than clay buildup. So yeah, clay buildup and move a lot. Damp standard. Damp standard? Yeah, damp standard. Ooh, creepy. Thank you. No worries. Mabel? Yeah. It's Mabel. Let's give her a temporary smile so she's not so creepy. Less is more. I got this advice from one of the Disney artists when I asked him about how to make characters appealing. That's very wise words. Less is more. Do not overcomplicate your characters. I guess that's what they meant. Also, do not add too many subdivisions to your meshes, so it's not too hard to change the proportions at very early stages. Hey, what brush did you use to do that hair strand at the end? In generally. The hair strands at the end in general. I haven't used it yet. I have a few brushes that do hair. It will really depend on what kind of project I'm doing. Unfortunately, I can't link them right now because I downloaded them ages ago. But any free brush, like here, you can just Google here IMM curve brush, ZBrush, and just pick what you like. Just drag it along the surface that you want to stick it to, and it sticks. But it's a bit too early for that. Still trying to get those eyes looking right. Okay. Lines in the corner of her mouth are very, very Joker-like spooky. Yeah, it happened when we were splitting the mesh in half to sculpt the mouth bag cavity. Someone recommended that I use age polish to take them out. Yeah, kinda helping. Although they won't stay there for long. Yeah. Almost like the guy in Ichi. I think I know which one you're talking about. What do you prefer to sculpt, realistic characters or stylized characters, and why? I mean, if you had a look at my ZBrush, ArtStation page or Instagram, you can kind of figure out that I mostly sculpt stylized characters, just because I like translating 2D stylized caricature shapes from 2D concepts to 3D. Just find it really fun. And yeah, I don't know. Just really like pushing the proportions to the maximum. Like, to convey a character's character, if that makes sense. So Mabel is obviously a very soft and round and kind character, so in her design there will be a lot of smoothed out curves used, smoothed out shapes used. So that's kind of cool. I'll never do this on Mabel, you know. I won't try to create really harsh cheekbones or anything, because that's not who she is. The animation pipeline, would you bring the model back to ZBrush after the retopology and break the symmetry, or would you break it before retopology? So first of all, I wouldn't call it an animation pipeline to begin with, because animation pipeline kind of means that you're gonna rig it in another software, rig it and animate it, so you don't need to pose it in ZBrush. But yes, I would retopologize it first, then bring it back if it was just for a post character for a portfolio piece. I would do retopology somewhere, either ZBrush or Maya or any other software that is capable of doing retopology. Then bring it back and reproject the details, the polypaint if I have any, and then I'll take it somewhere else after I pose it with Transpose Master, that is. Transpose Master, yeah. Sorry, I don't speak very good English. Okay, when I make a character in ZBrush, here is my difficulty. For the moment, I learn a lot of search. Good hairbrush. Ooh, I don't have a custom one that I could recommend myself, but ZBrush has so many good ones as well. Like, just go to Brush and Extrude Profile, or what's the other one? Yeah, I mean, this one should do. Look how many hairbrushes there are. Oops. And if you don't like the width, the thickness of it, you can always go to curve modifiers, and like adjust the thickness to your liking, and twist and rotate, and voila, got yourself a hair strand. I hope that helps. As beginner, ArtStation makes me scared. Yeah, I feel ya. But you should get it. You should get it, and you should start uploading stuff. Good stuff. Just as a good habit, to have some online presence for the future. Do you Dynamesh the jaws? No. I'm gonna... Excuse me. I'm gonna remesh by union, and then it's gonna stick them together. Thank you. Oh, okay, I see the process. Thanks. You always use remesh by union and not Dynamesh. No, I use them for different scenarios. I use Dynamesh when I need to block out something fast, and I need to combine two parts together that don't need to maintain any intricate shapes. But because of the face having so many planar changes and so many details that I wanna keep, that I'm gonna use remesh by union. Does DM include... Does MD, sorry. Does MD included in your pipeline? Yes and no. It depends. It depends what kind of style you're looking for. Here it's very stylized. I don't think I'm gonna use Marvelous, but you also can do that if you want. It's all up to you. I do use it in animation pipeline at the studio. Hello, how are you? I'm good. A little bit tired, but good. Who isn't tired on Mondays, right? If you want to change color of the dress, how do you do it? I think that's what you mean. I mean, you just select another color, like blue, and you fill the object. But I have no need for changing the color because that's the concept that I'm matching. You could also go to Poly Paint and adjust colors, which will bring up this menu, and you could change this one, make them blue or something. But again, I don't need that. But rainbow, delete it? Yeah, you have to. Yeah, most likely. You could try to mask by color. Try to mask out the pink and then adjust it, but it's gonna give you like a jagged edge. So yeah, I'd say just delete it and repaint it on top. I want to congratulate you for being the most responsive streamer here in Pixologic ZBrush channel. You're reading all the comments and questions and still doing the work. I'm doing my best, but yeah, it's hard. But I don't want to discourage you guys from asking questions, because that's why I'm here. I want you to ask questions. But thank you, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you appreciating me. Bring back her eyelashes. Eyelashes make such a big difference in terms of the character appeal. You can see that I want to make them thicker here, and what I use is the backface mask feature. If I were just to use it with a move brush, it would be like this. But with the backface mask, it will only try to grab the edges of the mesh. And then let's make it a bit pointier with the pinch brush. Okay, that will do. Perfect, thanks. Do you have YouTube channel, please? Yep, I do. I mostly stream there. But there are some time lapses of my works as well, if you're into that kind of stuff. It's a lot, no worries. Okay, let's try. And then let me check something first. the next girl that's gonna come in and sculpt with ZBrush is actually gonna be Anna Carolina Viriera? Sorry, I'm butchering her name again. And she's gonna come in in 2 hours time. So I still have a bit of time to finish what I want to finish. Let's save first, so we don't repeat the mistakes of the past, aka an hour ago. And everything crashed. Let's group by normals, mirror and weld, so they're identical on each side. I'll subdivide it once, do it lower, and then I merge down everything, well, not everything, just the upper subtool onto lower subtool. Let's select topological and push this one in and this one in, so we get like a clean cut between the two polygroups here. I use in Cintiq. I don't believe it's called Cintiq because I'm using Huion canvas 22, so 22 inch. I went to Instagram to follow you only to figure out I already am. Well, that's flattering, thank you. Very cute character, thank you. I'm doing my best here. Merge down the ears, and now let's add some subdivisions to the neck. Down. Measure in. So what it did, it connected all the polygroups together. Oh, actually, before we do that, you can see that her skull kind of went into her jaw. Ooh. Over there. Let's see it. So let's push it in. And her neck also went into her jaw, so let's push it in as well. Let's check. Looking quite clean. Nice choice for soundtracks, thank you. They're very chill, which doesn't really distract from sculpting. Okay, let's try this again. Stone, just to demonstrate, that's what it looks like now. And now remesh by union. Yay, okay. Turn on the symmetry again. Let's cut off her neck. Delete it. Now let's save again. Measure, keep groups. Let's draw some guides with ZBrush to understand what I want from it. What kind of soundtracks are this if I were to search them? Just search for Pretzel Rocks. It's stream safe music for online creators. Some really nice tracks there. I'm currently listening to Lo-Fi Collection, Lo-Fi Station. Groups. Okay. Not too bad, but we have so many artifacts. Oh, good. So first of all, something happened here. Let's use this, smooth it out. Let's combine these two. Here. Oh, and this one too. And then here. Move it out here, just like this, because it was giving us errors in that area. And let's click ZRemesher again. Not sure where it's doing this. Yeah. Might have been the poly paint that I left on there. Nope, something else. That's okay. Group it again. I don't quite like what's happening in here. No. Let's move groups. Let's move smooth groups to the minimum. Are you interested in doing NFT art? Also, your thoughts on AI art. Oh, yikes. I don't do NFTs, nor am I interested. AI art, I mean, I've seen what it's capable of. Looks great, but also not production ready. Nothing that can be used necessarily in animation. So, as a concept for an explorative brainstorming phase of the production, sure, it's great. You just type in the words, anyone can do that, even non-artistic managers can do that. That is like managers that are not artists, not participating in the pipeline. Right? I mean, why not? Everyone freaking out that it's gonna take over the world and gonna steal away all of our jobs. I don't think so. Because AI tools can only use what is already given to it as like an image from the Google search or however it like sources its images. But it can't really create anything new that has never existed before, you know? Something like innovative that humans are capable of making. Nah, I'll leave it. Although this part is like so annoying. Okay. I'll live with that. Let's duplicate it. In here, let's come back to the stage where I haven't zero meshed it, or yeah. Let's save. Control-Shift-click on the icon to hide everything. Unhide these two. Subdivide it a couple of times. And then in subtool, reject. No color, just geometry. Now we can smooth out the scar area. That was annoying everyone so much, me included. ZBrush for beginner, what good to practice? What's good to practice? Just like taking a concept and trying to replicate it with basic shapes. So doing a block out of primitive shapes like spheres, cylinders, just to get the silhouette and the proportions right. Don't pick anything crazy, just pick something really simple, like a very, very simple character like a Pac-Man, and just try to create that cylinder with a cutout triangle out of it, utilizing the tools of ZBrush, learning the hard skills, the technical thing, the technical skills of ZBrush is good. So Michael Pavlovich on YouTube has really good content for it. Not a really good transition here. It's messing with my shape, the mesh. But I think I'll have to do it off camera, just to make up for what we lost in the beginning of the stream, because my time is almost up. Just gonna quickly polish up. Layla, could you please explain how curves work with ZeroMesher? The ZeroMesher curves basically help ZeroMesher determine where to put all of the loops and how to flow the topology. It will not give you the exact match of the curves that you're drawing, so it won't put an edge here exactly. I don't think so. But it will try to make the topology flow with your curves. So to know how to put them, you have to have some animation experience, I guess, in knowing where the loops should be placed on the animation model. I just like to follow some very basic rules for speed sculpts, like drawing a mask on, drawing something around the lips, around the nose could be helpful, around the eyelids could be nice, and maybe some for the ears. Okay, I'll fix it later. Oops. I'm learning the software too, it's kind of overwhelming. It can be indeed. Can be. But it's always like that with any software. You just have to push through. Maybe think of it in a different way. We're all different, so some people like to actually write down things that they've learned, so they actually remember it better. Like any buttons or any menus that you use a lot, you can like write down the tools that you use there. That will help you remember. Or some people would respond better to visual stuff, so you could like take screenshots of the menus that you use a lot, or better off even create your own menu like I created here by customizing the UI and bringing all of the UI elements that I like and the tools that I like into here, and then just mapping it to my stylus, to the button on here, and whenever I click it, the menu pops up. Love your mentality about that topic, really positive. Many people are worried of this. I really just hope we wouldn't take the artist job. Yeah, I mean, you can only be positive about it. Like, worrying about it won't make AI art stop being developed or being used. Actually working on your skills might actually help in the future. But worrying won't. Thank you. Do you remesh by union while blocking out the head or Dynamesh to merge all parts? You can rewind 20 minutes ago and you'll see exactly what I did there, which was remesh by union as opposed to Dynamesh. Looking good. Thank you. Okay. I better wrap up here. Let's quickly switch to ZBrush, Poly Paint, and we'll just do something like it will be really dirty poly paint that we'll fix in the next stream, where I hopefully will finish this girl. I'll be wrapping up because my time was up half an hour ago almost. No, 20 minutes ago. I won't stay for much longer, just quick pass of poly paint. This is awesome, great stream, thank you. Oh, with the lipstick like that, she kind of looks like from that episode when she put on so much makeup. For some reason, I don't remember. Was it like a Gideon episode? Upper lip. Cool, thank you for that tutorial on the curves. I'm old school Maya hard surface modeler. I understand proper edge flow, but still much to learn in sculpting. Have a great week, everyone. Yeah, that's great. That would mean that you have an advantage at understanding of how the topology should flow. So yeah, that's great. That will make life easier when you transition to ZBrush. If you transition to ZBrush. Later, Howie, you too. I regret avoiding ZBrush all these years. Yeah, it's a great software. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a volunteer, but because I do truly enjoy it. It's so much fun. Thank you. I think I'll have to end it here. I'm still not 100% happy with how it turned out. Well, because it's not finished yet. But it's a good base to continue working on it on the next stream, which will hopefully be next Monday. We'll see. Keep an eye on the calendar on ZBrush Live, so you don't miss out. But yeah, this is it, guys. Oh, that was a tough one, but I enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Great learning and relaxing stream. That's what I'm here for. Thank you. Bye bye.